Hello and welcome, Snake here. Today deep diving into hero Astromancer. As I said before, I'm gonna deep dive into characters, lords, heroes, units. I'm still thinking how to start with the unit, because there is too many things, but I want to stick to heroes at the moment. And if you like stuff like this, please consider subscribing, and let's go. So, Astromancer is a Grand Cathay hero. It's a wizard that is quite easy to get. Hold on. Yeah, it's quite easy to get. You can, if you play correctly, you can have multiple of them. Because you can get this building, Celestial Tower, in Minor Settlement, and you should definitely get it. One, because it increases your research, which we're gonna talk a little bit later, but it provides you, unlockable for Astromancer. Of course, it doesn't increase capacity, which is highly recommended to build up in a major settlements. Alchemist Tower, on the other hand, in minor settlement increase capacity. So obviously this for minor, this for major. But if you really lack research rate, I would not build this in minor settlement whatsoever. Because Astromancers, their action is steel technology. And because this tree is giant, you do need crapload of research rate. And I have a 605 and I did loads of agent action. Loads. Research rate plus 35 on multiple characters, because you can spam Astromancers for real. So when they join the army, they have scouting. They provide you magic drop chance. I would rather have them give what Alchemist gives, which is increased mobility. But unfortunately, not. I would love to have a second line for Astromancers, because, Alchemists get it something. Like here, look. Meanwhile, Astromancers don't. And it's a bummer, because they definitely deserve some ability, something like you want to make them caster, more like a fighter, anything. But unfortunately, we don't have that. We don't have that, and it's a shame, because you can make pretty much a doom stack if you really want to with Astromancers. So what they have, they are, wizards. They're wizards, normal wizards, lore of heaven. That's it. They're lore of heaven wizards. So typical stuff from heavens, and they have 3 mounts. One is a warhorse. Second is a great moon bird. And then third is a Vuxing war compass. So each of them provide some unique stuff. So compass obviously provides you with 2 extra abilities, which is Celestial Lightning and Celestial Comet. You also get Nexus of Elemental Winds that, increase your power recharge. Okay, so stats are like this. Great Moonbird increase his Astromancer life and pretty much all combat potential. It makes the Moonbird makes him a fighter. A horse, typical stuff, you get it horse early on. Nothing great. The compass gives him armor and the abilities. So You may think, oh, compass is terrible. You're absolutely right, because compass speed is 30 base. It's terrible at all levels, but sometimes the extra abilities are useful in sieges. When you lack some oomph, the Celestial Comet, it's like Comet of Cassandor, it does a lot of damage. It's not bad. You do need to be mindful of switching, abilities. They can wound, but primarily I would say steel technology and block army. You can do so much more when you block, armies, and definitely when you spam the fuck out of research rate. Grand Cathay tree is one of the biggest, and they require a lot of research rate. And because you can spam the hell out of every Grand Cathay heroes, because they're easily available, you should do it. Maybe not from the start, but as soon as possible. Also, if you get Xingpo, you have a building that increase your hero recruit rank. So this can be, your base of operation of recruiting. Overall, it will go up. I have, because I did finish the campaign, which gives me hero recruit rank 10. With all the buildings, abilities, research, all that, it gives me level 20. Yeah, I had a endgame crisis triggered. So you can have Astromancer around 27, 28 late game. But if you get it in Xingpo, early level 7, 8 is amazing, because it immediately gives you enough points to do, steel technology. So you can immediately join the train of, stealing technology and increasing it. Because Grand Cathay, when you start research abilities, super powerful. A lot of game changers. You can make units very powerful, and you definitely want to research. But outside of that, wound, absolutely absolutely necessary sometimes. I would start with specialist when I level up, then steel technology, because steel technology is only increasing how much you get, but specialist increase your chance, and you need that chance, because early on it's crap. Outside of that, of course, heavens, yada yada yada. But the Great Moonbird is the essence of Astromancer. Until we had CA gave us Moonbird, Astromancer was okay wizard. I always kept it on a horse, so I am mobile. But on a Moonbird, you get Moonflare, which is like Phoenix, Vortex. Very good abilities. You have 3 use of that. But melee defense 50, melee attack 44. If you gave them an equipment, they can be so much better. Like, well, not that I gave them equipment, because I had no real opportunity for that. But they can do so much more. And like I said, you can make a Doom stack if you really want to. Plenty of Astromancers, but I would say get like a couple of them and then just Moonbirds. Like, Moonbirds on their own, they have the same ability. So Astromancer definitely very good for that purpose, especially that they have like a spell intensity baked in. I think everyone now does. Yeah. So if you're trying to build a beast stack like I have, like with Yuan Bow, definitely a couple of Astromancers, but I would say primarily for Grand Cathay, research steel technology is super important. I wish to have somebody for Corn to steel technology, because the tree is also big as fuck and nowhere to shorten the research. Very fun hero, a very useful in multiple scenarios because it's a wizard, but also in sieges, compass can help you. If not, great moonbird, you can fly around, you know, destroy towers, destroy artillery. Very, very useful in many cases. In melee, on like a horse, it has really low melee defense. So it has magic attack all the way. Might be useful. But low melee defense will make him very vulnerable to attacks, which is unfortunately the case. If you get the bird, problem solved. You have a resilient fighter that can, you know, defend himself. And I think that's it. I think that's it because I don't think there is more things I could talk about. Oh, of course, traits. Because he come with a couple of useful traits. First of all, for steel technology, you can get, of course, some of them that, you know, be useful for like agent action. But one of the best is gonna be bureaucrat. Because you can reduce cost of, you know, building something and increase control. Of course, most likely you're doing agent action for the settlement, but if you reach settlement, like I did with an army, I'm gonna immediately build up something and it will reduce the cost. As you can see, I have a couple of bureaucrats. Wise, more spell intensity plus 10%. Hero self-defense, very good for, you know, agent action. And there is plenty of fighting skills. Plenty of. So weapon specialist, now it's pretty much everywhere. There is... Wait, they are called different a little bit. Solid. Melee attack, weapon strength, armor. Very, very good. Solid again. I have plenty of them, so I need to, you know... Violent, not really good, because it's only charge and weapon strength, but I didn't have anything back then. This is also a fervent questioner, is if you wanna increase your income, like I did here, you can put Astromancer here to increase stuff. Martial artist might be one of the best, because it's increase your, you know, weakest point, which is melee defense, but also gives you physical resistance, and it's absolutely killer. The best in my eyes, absolutely. As you can see, I have a lot of bureaucrats saved, a lot of them, and a lot of martial artists. What else? That's not it, but the martial artist is absolutely the best. A lot of bureaucrats, unfortunately. But they're also solid, wise. I think that's it. No, there was more. Outside of solid, endured. That's another one that increased his, you know, weakest point, which is melee defense. So endured, it's quite lower on the other side. Like solid gives you crapload of combat, but endured for me is better because you can do a lot. Crafty, ambush success chance, armies plus 35%. That's a lot. Okay, so if you're trying to ambush, absolutely killer trait. But yes, there are two that buffs their weakest potential, which is melee defense, and you can do a lot with that. That's it. I hope that was useful. In a bit, definitely check other my videos where I'm doing similar stuff. I hope you like it. Thank you for watching. Consider subscribing. and I see you in the next one. Take care, and bye bye.